Hello, my beautiful souls, and this is a personal read. Excuse me. Lotus to be. I love it. A lot of you out there have been naming your reads with some symbols that mean something to me. Last week there was somebody with butterflies, and now we have the lotus. So, and my name Padmarji was given to me by my first guru, and Padma is the lotus. So, as I went through my journey, and for those of you that know the story of the lotus, that it starts in the muck, in the dirt, the mud, the nasty stuff inside of a pond, and ponds are never clean. They're always dirty. There's slime, there's corrosion, there's mud, and there's the lily pad, and you see the lotus coming up. And as the lotus comes up, it makes its way through all of those obstacles. And when it finally gets to the top of the pond, there's not an ounce of dirt on it. And it begins to bloom one petal at a time. And that has been, and it probably has been, the majority of our journey out there, is going through all the crap and the crud and the pain and the heartache and turning left, going right, and just trying to make our way up to the surface, just like the lotus. So my first guru named me Padma, and it's Padmaji because it's out of respect. So I love it that you wanted to name this lotus to be, because it is a journey and we get through it. So getting into reading, wanting to know why exactly this person just disappeared and what the current energy is. I do feel that there was a lot of inner arguing in his mind. I feel that I don't know if it is at all possible that culturally maybe he shouldn't be with you, or just felt there was something that was telling him inside that he couldn't be with you. I do see the love and the contentment that he felt with you, but there was something, practical thinking, some type of thinking going on in his mind that was telling him that he couldn't have this with you. I also do feel a very strong female energy, and that's why I'm wondering if there was some type of a cultural barrier between you guys. And possibly this female energy is his mother that would not have approved of him being with you, but it was that energy that just had him arguing over and over in his head. I do feel that because he has just kind of disappeared, that he does feel like he's bound now. In this scenario, maybe, he just felt very vulnerable to you, and he wanted to exchange, like you exchanged that energy, you exchanged it. It was intense, and you both felt it. But for him, it was almost paralyzing. And again, because I feel there's a very strong female energy around him, and I'm thinking that it's his mom, unless it's somebody from his past. I'm not seeing if he had any children. That's why I'm thinking, his mother. But if it's possible that that energy belongs to the mother of his child, it's just a very strong, almost controlling energy, and he's weakened by this person. So that's why it's either the mother of his child or his mother, but it's a very, very strong female energy. But when it comes to you, I do feel that he thinks about you. He thinks about having a commitment with you. He thinks about sharing the love, the joy, and everything that you harnessed together when you were together. He thinks about it, but he's bound right now. It's like his thoughts are not. The thoughts of you come back to him randomly. It's like he's working and then all of a sudden, boom, there's a flash of a memory or a memory that you guys shared together. It's like a vivid one, but it's not something that he actually lays in bed and thinks about you. These are just little nudges that come to him that bring him into remembrance of what he had with you. But I do feel that that is where he feels like a suffering. He feels guilty for walking away. He feels guilty for not giving an explanation. And that is why he stays where he is right now. And he's not making any type of a move. I feel like even if he were to send you a message or give you a phone call, he feels that you're going to be angry with him and that it would lead only to an argument. So it's almost like he has you blocked. And remember not to take this at all personal, because this is part of the soul's journey, and many twins out there are blocked by their counterpart. I do see that, there was like so much arguing going on in his mind, like, and it was pointless. A lot of arguing that's just like pointless arguments. So whoever this female energy is with him, she does have a very strong hold of him. And again, I don't know if you guys have some type of a cultural difference or a religious preference. And I feel that that may be his mom, and he doesn't want to disappoint her. But I do see you guys sharing that commitment, sharing that exchange. And he is getting a lot of like those visions from the past, but he's not moving. He's not budging. So whatever needs to really be done in your union for both of you needs to be done. But right now I feel that there is this halt because of this female energy that's there. It's like blocking him, even though his desire is to have that stability, to have that love, to have that exchange. This one female that's in his life is really blocking and holding him back. So yeah, that's about all I'm really getting right now. And again, this could be his mother. He doesn't want to disappoint her, or he's having to take care of her. But very strong, very controlling female energy around him. And that energy just pretty much leaves him paralyzed. Like he's not going to come... he's not going to come forward for a while. But I do see that longing. But it's, he lacks a lot. He has a lot of doubt. He has a lot of doubt. But he enjoyed the communion that he shared with you. It was like a communion that you shared together. Okay, that's about all I'm picking up on. So I hope this has helped you to answer some of your questions, but know that, I do see the communion between you guys. I do see the commitment between you guys. So it's not like it's completely over and done. Whatever needs to be done on his part is something that he has to do. And if you listen to the weekly read, he may fall also in that category where, the masculine right now is kind of going through an awakening and the kundalini is rising up. So it's up to us, the feminine out there, to really send a lot of healing love and support into the masculine, and not just yours, but into all of them in general, because for those of us that have gone through a kundalini awakening, it's not always nice. It can be painful when we do reach those blocks. And I think the feminine has a better, or just us women in general, have a better tolerance for pain than men do. So you can be sending love, support, and healing his way on his journey as well. Okay, well, that's about all I'm picking up on right now. So hopefully it's answered your question and, giving you some insight as to what's going on. So anybody else out there interested in a read, all of my information is below. Love, light, and laughter always. Namaste.